And another sign of escalation in the Middle East, Israeli defense forces have now begun limited ground raids into Gaza. Not a full-blown invasion just yet, but still notable. In the last 24 hours as well, the Israeli defense forces say they've hit at least 320 targets inside the Strip, including a tunnel they say has been used by Hamas fighters to strike Israel. And amid all of this, imagine what I'm about to tell you. At least 400 Americans trapped inside Gaza, trying to leave, but with the border shut down indefinitely, they cannot. We spoke with one American woman who came with her family, 5 kids, for a short visit with relatives, only to get stuck in what has become a war zone. As Israel hammers Gaza from the air, Emily Rauschenberger's family is on the ground.
It's a bit of Russian roulette, going to sleep at night, not knowing really when the next one's going to hit.
She and her Palestinian-born husband, Mohammed, brought their 5 kids, ages 4 through 14, on what they thought would be a short trip to Gaza. Why bring your kids there in the first place?
Because of family. They have many uncles and aunts and grandparents here, or a grandmother still alive here, and if we didn't come, they would never know them.
But the visit with their sito, their grandmother, came just as war broke out all around them. What have you told the kids about what's happening? I imagine they're scared.
They're very scared. They just have lots of questions that are hard to answer. Like when can we leave, or why is all the bombardment happening to everybody?
They're now sheltering in an apartment building in South Gaza after evacuating from another family home. The kids fighting boredom with a chess set. The grown-ups figuring out how to keep them fed with dwindling resources.
Water started to run out on the Wednesday after the conflict started. From then, you have to go out with water tubs and find sources of drinking water. The bread lines are very long. You have to stand a few hours or go to another locality to wait in those lines to find bread, which is really a staple food here.
You are remarkably steady and composed. Are there moments where you are just at your limit?
Certainly. You just try to stay positive, that this can't last forever and that there has to be a brighter day coming.
But so far, leaving is not an option. Though humanitarian aid has begun moving in, the borders with Israel and Egypt are still closed to those like Emily and her family. What's it like for you to know that Americans here in Israel are being provided charters by the U.S. State Department to get them out of potential harm's way here in Israel, and yet there you are stuck in Gaza?
It's ironic, I suppose. There's just not enough political will for some reason to push for more assistance for Americans in Gaza. If we're concerned about American life, it should be all American lives. There's really no good reason that we shouldn't be pressuring more to have this happen.
You must have anger in all of this. You must have frustration. Where do you direct it?
That's a tough question, but I think I would say, it's not a simple answer. It's successive failures of many political leaders. And I hold the hope that we're learning lessons and a new generation and new thinking can emerge out of this.
Boy, Gayle, I have to say, you hear her and she is so calm. You have to think bravo to your poise. It's tough to get through a rainy day with kids back in the U.S. And here she is holding it down for them through what has become a full-blown war zone.
I was so in awe of her courage, Tony. That stood out to me as well. And when you say you hope for a brighter day, right now between the anger and the sadness, you also just want to survive. You want to survive in so many questions and so complicated. Thank you so much.